Okay, so welcome to round 101, 101. So it's Sunday morning, it's still really early. I'm actually in my pajamas. Yes. My little sheep pajamas and my warm dressing gown. It's pretty cold, it's very rainy, the clouds have pulled in, hopefully for the whole day. And it's a little dark, but I need to move on, otherwise there will be no passion on Friday. So what we're going to be doing is this, right? So round 101 is in 2 parts. Alright, so now this is pretty simple to do, and you just need to keep your eye on kind of the way that I've shaped it. So I haven't worked, these are 5 double trebles together, the same as we did over there, but I haven't worked them one on top of the other. They kind of worked a little bit to the right of each other, the next two, so that they overlap like that. Okay, so can you see? You know, there's that one, and then this one sort of overlaps like that, and then that one overlaps like that, and then the same on the other side. So the way we're going to do that is, I'm just going to find my corner. Alright, so it's pretty simple. You just need to use your eye and, you know, your common sense how to do it, because, you know, just placing them in the right way. But of course, if you make a mistake, you can always just pull them out and try again. Okay, so where we're going to start is, and I just hope this light isn't too weird. Okay, sorry, I mean there's really not enough natural light, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to work like this until the light improves. So what you're going to do now is, you're going to find your 5 double treble together. You're just going to pull it apart like that, and you're going to be working into that little, you know how I often talk about the joining spaces between stitches? Well, this, you know, I refer to them as steps. So, pulling out cat hair. That little black cat, well, he's not so little, he's actually huge, who lives on our street that we all take care of. Well, he comes in at night and he sleeps on the blanket. Okay, so now, you're going to find that, and you're just going to work into that little step. So you'll see the top part of your 5 double trebles together is a little above. Okay, so you're working just below and to the right, like that. Okay, I hope this light isn't too weird and doesn't wash out everything and that you can see. Nope. I could turn it off, but I think it's going to be just a little bit too dark. So, okay, hopefully that's okay. You know, otherwise just refer to the pattern. I mean, I'll have the pictures, but okay. So we're into that joining space, and you're just going to chain 5, yarn over 3 times. Okay, and then snip off. So snip off a fairly long piece because, you know, you want to work it in securely at the back. Okay, and then I'm just going to do another slip stitch to close so that it's nice and tight. So now just going to pull your tail to the back. Going to thread your needle. Okay, and now we're going to be attaching it. So just use your common sense. You want to attach it somewhere where it's going to actually stay attached. So if you pull your work apart, you'll see that you have a little cross. I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm just going to pull my work like that. You've got this little sort of cross going like that. And you're just going to pop that through. Right, and now you can see how your leaf overlaps. One overlaps the other, like that. Okay, so that's your first one. And then your second one. So here you just have to use your eye, your eye for how things should look. And now, same story, we're just going to move this over and we're going to work into that joining space just below and to the right of your previous leaf. Same story. Yarn over, not yarn over, chain 5, one, two, oh, did I do 2 and not 3? I've got the lamp practically shining in my face. 1, 2, 3. Right, so just take it slowly, don't panic. And again, oopsie. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, it hasn't rained for a couple of weeks. We are in the middle of winter, which is our rainy season, and it's a bit worrying. We are kind of experiencing a drought. We had quite a lot of rain in May and June, and then it's sort of dried up. So, yes, bring it on. Maybe I need to make another Let It Rain shawl. Maybe I should make another Let It Rain a Lot More shawl. Now, where you're going to attach this one is to, so we want to make sure. Do you remember way back when we did that? We did our 19 double crochet front posts, all right, from our first row. That was round 96. And then afterwards we didn't work into this one, stitch number 19. We just worked in the subsequent rounds into 18 front posts with our back posts, right? So there's that false stitch. And now you're basically just going to pop your needle. That's where you're going to attach. So I hope that all makes sense. There's this thing about crochet, I mean, everything is useful. You can use every single part of a crochet stitch. There we go. Okay. Like that. So I'm just going to... Right, so you can see. So, I'm showing you where I've gone into, but I mean, if you use your common sense, it will make sense where you need to go. So, pulling the thread through here, which is kind of into that joining space, alright, we're going to be using this stitch. So in our second part of round 101, we're going to start in the corner, and then we're actually going to be working a treble front post over the stitch, alright, and that's going to carry on that line sort of all the way through, you know, so you'll see how it looks. Okay, so now, so that's your side, your left side, and now on the right side, just be cognizant that you're kind of working in reverse. So you know you need your two kind of wavy leaves, if I'm explaining myself correctly, must be the same, must be reflected on this side as well. Okay, so you know, kind of just go back and see where you connected, go back and see where you know, attached, go back and see where you attached, and then do it exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to do that. And this is actually my last one that I'm going to be doing here, and then I'll meet you when I've completed this one. Okay, now the other thing is also you don't have to do this. You don't have to, but it does, it is part of the design, but it's not, you know, a train smash if you just think, oh, I don't want to do that. The other fun thing about this part of this round, and that it's an independent round, is that you can use different colors, which will also be quite fun. So you can use an ombre effect, you know, you can go from a darker to a light color, or you can use complementary colors, or colors that are opposite to each other, or you know, whatever. So you can really make this a feature. That's actually worth it. Okay, so I'll see you here, and then we'll go on to this part, and hopefully the light will have improved by then. See you there. Okay, so we're on to part 2 of our round 101, and I'm continuing with Burham. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find our corner. So the light is still really bad. I have a lamp on, so I hope it's not too weird. Okay, so we're going to begin in the space between our very first 2 puffs. Right? And we're going to chain 5. We're going to be working the same sort of theme with our 5 double trebles. So we're going to be working 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's glorious. Okay, yarn over, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Right. So it's going to look like that, plus our chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to work another one into the same space. Chain 1 to close, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do the same into our corner space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to kind of race on a bit. Yarn over, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to be working 2 5 double trebles, chain 3 into each space between our puffs. Alright, so we should have 6. So I'll see you after we've done the last 2 in the space between these 2 puffs. Alright? Okay, well, the light has improved a little bit, so we'll see how far we can get. Okay, so I've done my 6. I'll just pull this out and then I can give you a better look. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, so, right, you've got a bit of a squiz there. You can see where it is in relation to everything else. Right. Okay, so you've done your treble front post, and now, so just rescuing the blanket as usual because it's running away, sliding down the table. So now what you're going to do is you're going to skip that first double crochet back post, yarn over, going to work yarn over times 3, puff, chain 1, skip 2 legs, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, skip 2 legs, okay, so when I say 2 legs I mean those 2 legs, alright, those 2 legs, alright, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1, and 1, 2, 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1. So you should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So you have kind of, so you're not working to the space after your last double crochet back post, and you're not working to the space before the first one. Right? So you should have a line kind of each side, which is the leg, you know, of the double crochet back post. Now, if I can stop my blanket from trying to wiggle away from me. Now, right, so I'm just going to show you that. And so it should look like that. Right, like that, like that. Right, so the light is somewhat improving. Now, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be working a half double crochet front post into the half double crochet, or around the half double crochet front post, okay, or over the half double crochet front post from our previous round. And instead of working the half double crochet back posts, we're going to be working half double crochet front posts over 4 3 treble together leaves over there, like that. Okay, so yarn over, half double crochet front post, yarn over, and half double crochet front post, yarn over, half double crochet front post, yarn over, half double crochet. So it's a little bit tricky because you're doing things that you know you wouldn't normally do in crochet. But you can just pull your bubbles to the front. You know, if you work like, if you kind of squash your bubble, it's fine, because you can just pull them to the front underneath your half double crochet front post. So we're working half double crochet front post into the existing one, and then we're working a half double crochet front post over our leaf, half double crochet front post over that half double crochet front post, half, sorry, okay, so just take it easy, relax, there we go. And it's going to look like that. So you should still have 9 stitches, alright? So you should have 4 half double crochet front posts worked over your 3 trebles together, and then you should have 5 half double crochet front posts worked over your half double crochet front posts. Okay, so you should have 9 stitches. still 9 stitches. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to work 1 half double crochet between the next half double crochet back posts. So we're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to chain 2, oopsie, 1 single crochet into our chain 5 or 6 space, chain 2, yarn over, and we're going to work half double crochet. That wasn't very good. Okay, so we're actually going to work, so we're not going to work it before this stitch, but after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're basically mirroring that side. Okay, so they must be identical, right? Like that. So, you know, as I've said before, this is our center point, and everything to the right is side A. And so in the pattern I write from this point on, I just say mirror side A. And then basically you'll do, you know, you'll just go around and repeat everything. Okay, but obviously with your sides, you know, you are flipping the pattern. So we're back to this section over here, and you can see your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochet front posts that you're going to be working over. And instead of working your half double crochet back posts, you're going to be working half double crochet front posts over these 4, not those 2, but these 4 3 trebles together. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So this time you've only got 2 chain 2s and a single crochet, because we don't want the whole thing sort of splaying open. We want to keep it nice and neat and tight. And then we've got our half double crochets. We've worked our half double crochet front posts here. So this is lying, so this is now attached. So your little floppy independent piece is now brought into the fold of the rest. Okay, like that. And we've got our puffs. Right, and then our corners obviously are going to look like that. Okay, so you'll have this double treble kind of resting on the chains like that. And then when you come all the way around to the end of your round 101, you're just going to slip stitch into the top of, so into that little hole there, right over there, there. You're just going to slip stitch into the top of that, and I shall see you there. Okay, so we are on to round number 102. But before we go on to round number 102, I'll just do a quick recap of round number 101. So we had our first part. So our first part were these 5 double treble together. All right. So look like that. Look like that. Okay. And then on the other side as well. So you can see what I mean by, you know, the way they sort of make a wave like that. Okay, so that's basically the effect that you want to create. So not one stacked on top of the other, but that sort of wave effect. Okay, so it's going to look like that. And then we did our corners. So we should have 6 5 double trebles together, and we'll have 5 chain 3s like that, right? And then we've got our double crochet front posts, our puffs. Right, so we did work a single crochet between the puffs, and if your tension is very tight, you can work a single crochet before and after your puffs. Okay, and then we've got our 9 half double crochet front posts like that, right? So it's going to look like that. And then our 7 half double crochets that we worked in between the 7 half double crochet front posts, and then we worked chain 2, single crochet, chain 2 like that, right? Like that. Okay. And the back is going to look like that. Okay, so now let's launch into round 102. 102, good grief. So I'm continuing with the same colour, and we're not going to be starting in the corner space. Okay, we are going to begin over here. So what you're going to do is turn your work so that the wrong side is facing you, and we're going to be working in between those loops, so the loops from the front post stitches. Right, so I just want to show you where you begin. So you're just going to chain 3, and then we're going to work a double crochet between those stitches. So we're basically working between the stitches from round number 100. Okay, so we're working kind of into the top of those stitches like that. Oh, blanket's getting pretty big now. Okay, so you can see we are going to be counting that first chain 3 as a double crochet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to work a treble front post over the treble front post. Then we're going to chain 1 and work yarn over times 3 puff, chain 1, yarn over times 3 puff, one, 2, 3, chain 1, okay, so it's going to look like that. Sorry, I keep on moving out of the frame, but I have to keep on adjusting the blanket, and of course it's kind of all piled up on my lap at the moment so it doesn't slide off the table. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there comes the sun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Chain 1. Chain 1 to close. Chain 1. Okay, and then we're going to work double crochet front post over our first half double crochet front post, and we're going to work a double crochet back post around our next double crochet front post. Then we're going to work a double I know it's a bit finicky, we're going to work a double crochet front post over our double crochet front post, our half double crochet front post, and so what we're doing really is we're getting back to where we were before. Okay, although we had worked half double crochet and half double crochet back posts and half double crochet front posts, now we're working half double crochet front posts around the half double crochet front posts, and we're working half double crochet back posts around the half double crochet front post. So, and the back posts we're working are basically the back posts, although they are the front posts now. We're working, okay, it's all very confusing, but the point is you are trying to get your stitches into the same alternating sequence as you had them before. So I'll explain now. Right, so let's just first see if we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So we back to 9 stitches, and 5 of them are front post stitches and 4 of them are back post stitches. So where we had done half double crochet front posts for all of the stitches in the previous round, in this round we are alternating again. Okay, so we're working double crochet front posts over the half double crochet front post. We're working a double crochet back post around the half double crochet front post, because remember we did those half double crochet front posts, we did them in lieu of the back posts. Alright, so now we're taking them and just making them back post stitches again. Alright, so you should have 5 double crochet front posts and 4 half double crochet back posts, as we did before. Alright, then we're going to yarn over and we're going to work I can't even see the stitches and we're going to work a half double crochet between the half double crochets like that. So we should have, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as we did before. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 and we're going to work a single crochet into the next chain 2. We're going to chain 2 and we're going to work a single crochet into the next chain 2. We're going to chain 2 and we're back to our half double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back. So we're back to our half double crochet front posts, but of course we're now going to work double crochet front post and back post. So we did a double crochet front post, and now we're going to work a double crochet back post. Okay, and then a double crochet front post. I know, you know, this part is always more tricky, but then of course in your next round it's going to be easy peasy. Okay, and then we're going to work a double crochet front post and a double crochet back post and a double crochet front post, double crochet back post and double crochet front post. And then just check that you have got 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we are back to our puffs. Okay, so right, so it's going to look, let me just do a quick recap for you. Right, so we've got our double crochets at the back there. We've got our puffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puffs there. We have gone back to our kind of previous bits and pieces, which was front posts and back posts. Here we've just done half double crochets. Okay, we're working chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and there we've got our half double crochets. That's going to look like that. The back looks like that. Okay, again I'm just showing you so that if I've gone too fast, because there's so many different stitches in one round, you know, I don't want you to go wrong. Okay, we've done our treble over our treble, and we're not working into the corner. Okay, so I'm going to see you kind of when you've finished working your last double crochet here, and then I'll show you how to work behind the corner. Okay, so it's pretty simple. And then of course everything from this side, you know, this is your center point, that is side is side A, and you're going to mirror everything on this side is just going to be a mirror of side A. Okay, so I'll see you in a moment at the end of round number 102. We'll finish off together and go on to round number 103. Okay, so to show you how to finish the corner, or to negotiate the corner I should say, not finish it. Just need to find, there we go. Okay, so here we are, worked up the one side. Right, so we've got our 11 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just going to pop a single crochet into that space, and you're not even going to see it, between our 4 puffs. So between well, in fact it is the chain 2 space from the round previous to that one. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, and we are back to working our double crochets like that. Okay, and if I'm calling double crochets double crochet front posts, or I'm calling double crochet front posts double crochets, calling double crochets half double crochets and half double crochets double crochets, it can get pretty confusing when you have a lot of stitch changes in a round. But at least you can see what I'm doing, and obviously the pattern will be correct. Hopefully. Hopefully the pattern will be correct, because in fact I write the pattern pretty much from the videos. Like, I have the video going, and then I kind of write the pattern along with listening to the video, so that I can make sure that the pattern, the written pattern and the video pattern are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're just going to carry on. Okay. Don't forget to do your treble front pose, because if you miss it, you're going to have to pull everything out, frog it all the way, and make sure that you do it. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of this round, which is round number 102. Okay, so to finish off round number 102, we are just going to work a slip stitch around our chain 3, or you can work into the very top of the chain 3. So just trying to find my end where I ended off. Oh, here we go. Right, so okay, so I've just worked a slip stitch around our beginning chain 3, alright, and then fastened off. So the reason I fastened off, even though I'm going to continue with the same colour, is, you know, in case you want to begin with a different colour. Okay, so your corners are going to be like that. So we've worked into that space over there. That's where we worked our single crochet, right, like between those two sets of 2 puffs. Maybe show you a corner that's a bit neater, like that. And now I've done a chain 4 either side, but you really need to just judge it. If your corner is creating a little tent shape or buckling, then you can add another single crochet, another 1 or 2 single crochets, okay, but not more than that. Okay, so that is like that, right? This is your chain 4s, or maybe you've done chain 5s, and then we've done our double crochets, 11 double crochets, right? We've done our treble front pose, although that looks very much like a double front pose, which is quite possible. And then we've done our puffs. So we have 8 puffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the 9 spaces of the chain 1s, and we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chain 1s. Okay, so I'll do it sideways. Looks like that. And then we've worked our other bits, and so we go on. Okay, so everything obviously from here is just mirrored. Okay, so just give you a bigger squiz so you can see exactly how your work should be looking at this point. Right, so that is the end of round 102, and we are going to be going on to round 103. Okay, so we are finished with round number 102. We're going to be going on to round 103, but I just want to show you. So I finished off with a slip stitch into the top of our beginning chain 3, right? And then you just fasten off like that. So there we have our double crochets, work between the stitches like that, right? We should have 11 of those, and then we have our treble front pose and our puffs. Don't know what happened with that poor puff. Right, and then that looks like that. So that's the back, that's the front, our half double crochets, and then we've worked that, right? So we've worked chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Those are half double crochets, and then basically everything from that side is, you know, mirrored. So we're just going to mirror side A on this side, if that makes sense. And then let's show you a neater corner. So we have our chain 4s, and of course if you feel that it's a little bit too tight and your work is puckering or pulling, whatever, it should lie like that. But if it's sort of lying like that, then you need to put in extra chains. So I've done 4 on each side, but you can do 5 or maybe even 6 depending on your tension and what yarn you're using. So now I've fastened off, although I'm going to be using the same color for round 103, and that's just because you might want to start a different color, so we may as well just start each round afresh. So we're going to begin in that chain space. In my case it's a chain 4. We're just going to chain 3, which is equal to 1 double crochet. Okay, then we're going to work 1 double crochet between our 11 double crochets, and that's going to be 12 double crochets, like so. Right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, not 12, 11. I keep on thinking we still have 12 stitches there, meanwhile we have 11. So we're working 11 double crochets between 11 double crochets, but we're beginning in our chain space, okay? Still got 12 on the brain. Then we're going to work a double crochet front post over our front post stitch. Then we're immediately going to work a yarn over times 3 puff into our chain 1 space. Alright, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. So we're not starting off with the chain 1 there, okay? We're just immediately working a puff. See? I have the funniest dogs in the neighborhood. Whenever a motorbike or fire engine or a police van goes by and they've got the sirens on, then the dogs start howling along. It's so funny. Or barking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. They're not my dogs, of course, other people's dogs. My little dog and my big rescue, they're actually very quiet dogs. Very well behaved, of course. 1, 2, 3. And so we're pretty much going to do what we did in the previous round. Okay? Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And we're going to work into that last chain 1 space. And we're not going to do a chain 1. We're just immediately going to work double crochet front post, double crochet back post, and we're back to doing this double crochet front post, double crochet back post. Although before, of course, we had done half double crochets, but now we're doing double crochets. So basically, you know, whatever the next stitch is, you just follow along. So the next stitch is a double crochet front post, next stitch is a double crochet back post, double crochet front post, and then just make sure that you have 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then immediately half double crochet front post, half double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Oopsie. So this time we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, no, I'm going into that. That's right, sorry. I just want you to make sure that I say that you do your 8th half double crochet into the first chain 1 space. Then you chain 2 and you work a single crochet into the next chain 2, chain 2, yarn over, work a half double crochet into the next chain 2 and then a half double crochet. I'll stop in a moment and just recap. 1, 2. It's always a bit difficult to see when everything is the same colour. At least for me it is. It all starts kind of merging. Okay. And there we go. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. There we go. Just pull that out. So basically, you know, I've got to the midpoint, and now I'm just mirroring on that side what I've done here. So I'm going to go back. Okay, so we've started in our chain 5 space, and we've chained 3 equal to 1 double crochet, and then worked 1 double crochet between our 11 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 double crochet front post over our front post stitch. Immediately we work a chain, not a chain, we don't work a chain, we immediately work 1 puff, yarn over times 3, chain 1 into our next chain 1 space, chain 1, and then we just carry on like that. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the same as our bottom row. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be alternating like that. So we'll have 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, and so on. And then after our last one, we don't do a chain 1. We just immediately work a double crochet front post, double crochet front post, back post, front post, back post, front, back, front, and we should have 9 stitches there. And then we immediately work 1 half double crochet between our 7 double crochets, and we work an 8th half double crochet into our chain 2, our first chain 2 space. Chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and then half double crochet into our third into our third chain 2 space over there. There's a half double crochet, and then half double crochet between the next 7 stitches. So we should have 8, 8, 1 single crochet, 2 chain 2s. Okay, so that is, and then I'll meet you over here and then show you how to get across the corner. Okay, so we are at our number 10 double crochet. I'm going to yarn over and work our 11th double crochet into our chain 4. Then we're going to chain 4, and we're going to work a single crochet front post around our single crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, work a double crochet into our previous chain, okay, and then work a double crochet between our double crochets, and we should have 11, not 12. I've got 12 on the brain. So I'm still thinking back on our 12 3 double crochets together on the front posts that we did over that. Okay, so how many have we got now? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 double crochet front post, 1, 2, 3, and the rest you know. So I don't have to do the rest with you. Okay, so that's our corner. So yeah, it's going to do that. It's magic, you know, crochet magic. You had a corner and now you see it. Now you don't. Now you see it. Okay, so I should just move this blanket. So my blanket at this point measures about 63 centimeters. Well, it's 1 meter 0.05, so 1 meter and 5 centimeters. 1 meter 5 centimeters, yes. Okay, so the corner is kind of looking like that. Anyway, you carry on. I'm going to carry on, and I shall see you at the end of this round. At the end of this round, just work a slip stitch into your beginning chain 3s that you started off with, which was equivalent to 1 double crochet, and I will see you there at the end of round 103 and the beginning of round 104. Okay, so to close this round, we're just going to work a slip stitch around our very first double crochet, the one we did into the chain space at the back here. Okay, so let me show you a neater corner, one I haven't got a whole lot of tails, so it's going to look like that. Okay, it's going to look like that. So you're going to have those 2 chain spaces, right like that, and then you can see there's your double crochets worked into the previous chain spaces. Right, so it's going to look like that. You're going to have all your puffs. Right, so you've got 3 rows of puffs now. You're starting to build up your trellis again at the back there. You've got your 8 half double crochets, and then you've got your 2 chain 2s and your 1 single crochet, and then of course everything on that side you're just going to mirror. Whatever you've done here, you're going to mirror on that side. Okay, so that is round number 103, and we are going to go on to round number 104. Now, round number 104, I'm continuing with the same color. So what we're going to do is we are going to work into our chain space again. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to work. So now we will have 12 double crochets. So we start off with a chain 3, which is equivalent to 1 double crochet, and then we're going to work double crochets between double crochets. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this time we are going into that space. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, then we're going to work a double crochet front post, and we're going to skip our next puff, and we're going to work a puff, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, puff, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, That's my little dog Roxy, if you can hear her. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're doing pretty much what we did in the last round, except we are working wrong one. wrong. We've got 9 and then we have 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to skip the next puff and we're going to work double crochet front post, double crochet back post. Well, we would work a double crochet back post, double crochet front post, double crochet back post, double crochet front post, double crochet back post, as we did before. Double crochet front post, double crochet back post, double crochet front post. Right, so you can see our trellis building up there. We should have 9 stitches there. Okay, and then we're going to skip our next half double crochet. We're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to work 1 into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and going to work another 1 into the next chain 2 space, skip the next one. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with this row we've skipped the first, so we haven't worked in front, we've worked after the first. And with this one we have a leg left, 1 leg standing, and then we're back to working our double crochet front posts and double crochet back posts. Okay, like that. So very difficult to kind of show what's going on here now. So in our next, alright, yes, so that's all adding up nicely there. So I'll just show you, give you a squiz. Right, so that's kind of looking like, that's going to look like that. Okay, because we haven't done our chains at the back yet. And that's going to be your puff section. Right, that's going to be your trellis section. Don't worry, it's all pulling a bit weird at the moment, but it all kind of straightens out. And that is our half double crochet section. And that's the back. Right, and then obviously you're just going to mirror everything that we've just done over here. And then I'll meet you at the corner and show you how to get around the corner. Okay, so we doing our 10th, 11 and 12. So our 12th double crochet is worked into the next chain space, chain 4 space in my case. Then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to work single crochet front post around the single crochet front post. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, double crochet into the chain space, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right, till you have 12. Okay, so I don't really have to show you the rest. Okay, so your corner is going to look like that. like a foldy thing, bendy toy. But this, as you can see, is starting to build up, so you're getting a whole other shape kind of coming into focus, or coming into being, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you're just going to carry on like that, and then when you get to the end of this round, you'll do what we did in the previous round. You're just going to work a slip stitch into the... Okay, so as I was saying, you work a slip to finish off. You just work a slip stitch into the top of your beginning chain 3 from that round. Okay, so at this point, our round number 104 should look like that. So you've got those 3 little chains at the back there, so it's 104, 103, 102, and of course that is round 100, and that and that. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So you're going to have your your chains at the back there, and so I just want to, okay, maybe I must just show you how it kind of lies. So it lies like that at the back, sort of like a little framework, and then that's your double crochets are going to look like that, and then your front post stitches, your puffs, and with your puffs, remember, you're alternating, so you have a row of 9, then a row of 8, then a row of 9, then a row of 8, and our next row is going to be a row of 9. And then we've got our trellis. Pretty much we carried on, I mean without the puffs, but we worked front post, back post, front post. So we've got 5 double crochet front posts, 4 double crochet back posts, and then we have our half double crochets, and we've got that sort of little thing going on at the back there, which is basically just, not really doing anything, it's just holding up our grapes. Okay, and then of course, as before, everything from our center point we're just going to mirror and repeat, so it goes really fast, and also round number 105 is going to be pretty much the same thing. So let's go on to round 105. So round 105. Oh, where's my yarn gone? That's me, whenever I finish things and I go and pack things away, I have to pack everything into my basket and clear my table and whatnot, and then I'm looking for my yarn. Okay, so now what we're going to do is so the reason I'm fastening off is in case you want to use different colors. So we're not just going to automatically follow on with, although I am using the same color. Okay, I'm going to start each round independently, separately, so that in case you want to use a different color, this is how you will begin. Okay, so we're going to start with our chain 3 equal to 1 double crochet into our second chain 4 space, and then we're just going to work our double crochets between. Alright, so something I just want to show you when we're finished with our double crochets is we're also doing the same as what we did with what we're doing with the puffs, is we're alternating. I'll show you what I mean by that, and that helps you to sort of also just keep an eye on how you're doing, and how many stitches should be in each row. Okay, so here we have, so we've got our chain 3, which is equal to 1 double crochet, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but we're not going to work into the space after that. Okay, so we have 12 double crochets, and you can see how we alternate. There's a double crochet, a space, a double crochet, and now there'll be a space, so you can see they okay, so that's how you know kind of where you need to put your stitches, if that makes sense. Alright, so it looked like that. Okay, so we have 12 double crochets there. And now our last round of puffs, we had 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to have 9. So we're going to immediately work a puff as before and a chain 1. So yarn over times 3, chain 1 to close, chain 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So again, I'll just work with you up until our midpoint, and then after that, when we get to our corner, I'll just show you how to finish off. Although how we're going to finish off is pretty predictable. We're just going to chain 4 and then work a single crochet front post around our previous single crochet front post, and chain 4 and slip stitch into the top of our beginning chain 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're getting some gorgeous rains today. I'm so excited. Lots of rain, and I hope that this is going to carry on for a couple of days so that our dams can fill up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we should have 8 chain 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So you're going to have that going on. Alright? Like that. That's going to look like that. Okay? And then we're going to do exactly what we did before. We're going to work a double crochet front post, going to work a double crochet back post, double crochet front post, let's see, double crochet back post, double crochet front post, double crochet back post, okay, and then we're going to work into that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so we're going to work 8 half double crochets, and then into that chain 2 space, we made in our previous round, we are going to work number 9 half double crochet. Then we are going to work a half double crochet around that joining space between the 2 popcorns and our chain 2 space, and then we're going to work another half double crochet. So we'll have 3 half double crochets in that chain 2 space, but the middle one we have worked also over our joining space between our 2 popcorns. So we've got, so we're going to have 9 half double crochets each side plus that 9th one, so we're going to have 19. 9 and 9 is 18, and the next one is that one is 19. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we'll have 19 half double crochets, and we are back to working our double crochet front post, double crochet back post. Okay, and you pretty much know the drill from here. Okay, so when you get to your corner, I'm not actually going to show you because it's easy enough. So when you get to your corner, as before, you'll work a double crochet into your chain 4, and then you're going to chain 3 and double crochet and then double crochet between. So you'll have 12 double crochets on that side, you'll have 2 chain 3s, and you'll have a single crochet front post as before. Okay? Right, but I'll show you at the end. So I'll see you at the end of this round, round 105, and we'll finish this round together and go on to round number 106.